inside his base, keeping his on his two bases, which although I must say Canata is just sitting pretty on. Hoja meanwhile now getting his Hive deck going, and he's probably just going to go for quick defilers, and with the defilers it's going to be so important for Canata to counter by getting a crap load of science vessels. If Hoja manages to just get those defiler techs out there, use those lurkers as well as they can be used, as well as they all know they can be used. Mulos meanwhile now going to attack the science vessel. The science vessel, I think one of those science vessels probably did go down. There is a science vessel, another science vessel for Canata there, so he's going to be able to at least get detection on all these lurkers, but he's going to be forced to push back because far too many lurkers. Mulos also on the other end, as well as some Zerglings, and oh man, Kanata's being pushed all the way backwards. He's now getting his science vessel attacked by those Mulos. He's possibly probably going to use one irradiate going off on those Mulos. Mulos going to give their life though, split far too late, but still going to give their life to take out the science vessel. And now Kanata has lost almost all of his ground force. He lost both of his science vessels. Now he's in huge trouble. Lurkers, Mulos, as well as Zerglings all pushing in. Canata has 1-1 upgrades, but he's just not reinforcing enough, and now that the Defiler Man is coming on the way, Hoja's just going to be able to push in and should be able to take this match. Kanata's going to have to do some serious, just catching up to actually have a chance at this game now.
Yeah, that's the truth. Zerg is in a very comfortable position right now, and as you can see, Canata is almost reading that this attack is coming from the back, so he moved his Marines and Medics over, and now he's getting caught up on the ramp, and this is another position you don't want to be in. His Lurkers versus Marines on high ground, you don't want to be in that position as Terran. Now he is moving into a full SK Terran type build. He has the 2 starports with his barracks and dual upgrades going, so that is his plan, but Hoja's already up on Hive Tech right now, and he's got his Defiler Mound, and he's got the upgrades going, he's got the expansions, just everything is leaning towards Hoja taking this game. He has even a larger army, I would say, all in all. So, really, I have to say right now, Canata really can't do a whole lot. Now, Lurker's moving up to the expansion of Canata. That's just going to be another pain he's going to have to deal with. Now he's going to have to retreat his troops to fight through that little, just basically, it's a funnel, and these Marines are just going to go for the high ground, and this is not the position you want to have to do, is fight Zerg on high ground. And now he's completely just basically contained. There's nothing he can do. He either has to go back and save his own base and let the troops in the front move up, or he has to try to fight up the ramp and lose all his units anyways. So basically I think this game is just winding down right now. Canata is losing more and more forces, more and more economy as the game goes on. Really, and he's losing another science vessel out there, just throwing units away. I think he's getting really sloppy now. He's getting worried that he's in an uncomfortable position, and I'd have to say that it's just a matter of time before Hoja gets his consume up, gets his defilers down into the middle of the fighting area, and just pushes his way into Kanata's base with Dark Swarm, and that will really be the story of this game. I think just he applied the pressure, and Canata just was not able to deal with the pressure, threw away a lot of units, and just got too far behind, and I think that really is the death of him this game.
Yeah, Canata, I think the only thing that has really going for him is he has higher upgrades, but with the amount of troops he actually has on the ground, just not enough. Has a bunch of fire bets everywhere, some Scourge flying around trying to catch any stray science vessels, and Dark Swarm going up now for Hoja, gonna be able to catch that tank, has those Mutas, all those Cracklings running around, as well as the Lurkers to support, so this fire bats gonna try to be useful, but shouldn't be able to do much, especially with those Lurkers. Scans going off, but they're not gonna help out here. All those Marines going down. Canata, meanwhile, moving a force down the middle. He's not going to be using that to defend his own base, trying to again take the high ground, but there are more Cracklings and Lurkers to meet him there, so he's going to be instantly pushed back. Canata just, in every single location he's at, he's such a bad position. He has those 2 science vessels still flying around, but they're not going to be able to really help him out. There's so many Lurkers out in the field. Again, forced to lift up his command center, still mining only from 1 base. Hoja at 3 full mining base and just mining gas at this base here, which Canata is going to be able to stop, should be able to take that base down, but I think that's not that terrible a loss for Hoja compared to what it is that he's doing to Canata here. Canata finally irradiating some Lurkers, going to lose both of his science vessels to Scourge. Oh my freaking god, I think his science vessels were like the last small shot he had of getting into this game, and now twice in a row he's lost 4 science vessels in total now. He's just not going to be able to get the critical mass that he would need, and this game is going to end with Hoja's victory, I believe. I think at this point Canata's just trying to do some counterattacking. There are, though, some Sunkens in every position to help Hoja hold these positions as long as he can. I'm thinking he's probably moving some forces to reinforce at this point. Yeah, there we go, some Cracklings moving in to take those Medic Marines out. Just not going to be in time for Canata to take those bases out, and as soon as he loses all of his attack force, doing a pretty good job of blocking with those Medics, so he does manage just to keep 3 Marines alive. But now Hoja moving in with Lurkers everywhere, just pushing in on every single location. He's lucky, Canata, that he has those turrets there to spot, so the Zerker's still going to be able to do a lot of damage to the Reflection. GG finally. So Canata just worked completely by Hoja. Hoja taking 2 games in a row, so now KTF has a 2-1 lead. Your thoughts there?
Yeah, like I said, mid-game there, Hoja was just ahead in every aspect of the game, and it showed through pretty brightly, as you could see. That really wasn't much of a game. Hoja, it was just a matter of time before he killed him. And Canata really just, he got a little bit too aggressive in the beginning, I think, lost too many troops, and then started throwing units away, and it was just one thing after another, and finally he lost. And as you can see, the time is now for Hoja, as he's beaten 2 players from SKT in a row. So he's playing very, very well today. I'm interested to see how he does in the next game, in which we will go ahead and cast right now.
So yeah, thanks again, Kenny, for joining me, and KTF vs SKT1 Battle of the Mascots continues. Now KTF have 2 mascots, kill me. Wrenching out.